I'm here in Midtown Manhattan in New York City, in one of the most intensely engineered environments in the world. Humans aren't the only animals that build their own environments. In the oceans, corals build massive reefs that put some of these skyscrapers to shame, but across the world, corals are dying off due to warming ocean temperatures. I'm on my way to meet Richard Vevers, whose new film, Chasing Coral, is about the plight these corals face. Hi.
Hello.
Richard, nice to meet you. So tell me a little about the movie.
Well, the movie that's just come out on Netflix it's been a huge journey over the last 3 or 4 years, actually. And we've been documenting the third global bleaching event, so a massive mortality event of corals across the planet.
Now, you're from the ad world. How did you end up underwater?
Well, I've always been passionate about the ocean. You jump in the water and you go on a reef, and it's like being in a safari park, but with more animals and more life and alien life. And so for me, it was the most magical place on the planet. And to go and experience those places die is really quite traumatic. This is Airport Reef. And that's it now. The water gets so warm that the coral animal becomes clear and you see its skeleton. And we saw this reef transform from really healthy to just bright white.
Wow.
And then dead.
Wow. And you know, you're working on this film for 3 years and you're watching these effects. What can really be done to fix this problem?
With the 50 Reefs project, what we're doing is looking for the reefs which are least vulnerable to climate change. We know we've got about 20 or 30 years of heat built into the system, so coral reefs have got to ride that out. And so we will lose the majority of the remaining reefs. There's probably about 10% of reefs that we can actually save. So what we need to do is identify the coral reefs which are least vulnerable to climate change and then protect them from the local impacts.
You say in the film that what's happening to the oceans is a PR problem. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yes, I mean, most people don't dive, so they don't get to see these issues. People just don't know what's going on in the ocean, and yet the ocean is really the secret to understanding climate change, in my view. You know, 93% of the heat from climate change is absorbed by the ocean, and the ocean controls everything. It controls our water supply, it controls the weather, the climate, the oxygen we breathe, whether or not we can grow food. So the fact that we've got coral reefs dying en masse should be a massive, massive wake-up call.